Good morning. Although it is a celebratory season, some are not able to celebrate Chuseok to the fullest. Displaced and away from home and alone, they try their best to make the most of Chuseok. The oldest and most renowned orchestra in Korea, the Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra, wraps up their four-country tour. The holidays are filled with love and, most of all, work. Driving, cooking, washing, cleaning. So how do you get some rest and relaxation? So you've had all the Chuseok goodies and you have so much food left over. What will you do with all of that? Andreas Krampl gives Minjung a few tips on Korea Today, Wednesday, September 10th, 2014.
From Arirang News, this is Korea Today.
And a good Wednesday morning. Welcome to Korea Today, everyone. You're watching the program on the last day of the extended Chuseok holidays already.
Only one more day left of the long holidays. Maybe you could use today to unwind and relax after all that traveling, all that work that you've had to do, and all that mingling with family.
That's right. We do have a story lined up on how you could do just that. But first, millions of Koreans have celebrated Chuseok with their families, but there are those who aren't able to do that. These include North Korean defectors and displaced family members from the Korean War.
That's right. Although they cannot visit their hometowns like the others, these North Koreans are trying to make the best of the situation and make this occasion special and meaningful.
10 days ahead of Chuseok, the Institute of Traditional North Korean Food in Jongno-gu District, Seoul, is bustling with holiday food preparation. These North Korean defectors are busy making holiday food. In particular, they're making one of Korea's traditional confectioneries in memory of their hometown.
When I used to live in the north, I used to share food like this with my family, but I don't have any family in the south. I feel sad every Chuseok and miss my loved ones.
These confectioneries are none other than the Korean traditional cookie, yakgwa, which has been enjoyed by Koreans for the past 500 years. Yakgwa literally means medicinal confectionery. For Lee Young-ha, this is her first time making this traditional cookie.
Average citizens like us in the north don't have the privilege to eat these cookies as they seldom sell them in shops. Yakgwa is usually offered to high-level officials or the rich due to its expensive ingredients and rarity. Folks like us only get to taste yakgwa once every few years.
Over the last month, North Korean defectors already made about 15,000 yakgwa. They say these yakgwa are gifts for South Korean soldiers who are deployed at the front line. Approximately 6,000 yakgwa cookies worth 30 million won or $3,000 were delivered to the soldiers during the Chuseok holiday last year.
North Korean defectors are unable to go home during national holidays like this. South Korean soldiers can go home for holiday, but at the same time they have a duty to guard the country. We sympathize with them and wanted to share yakgwa as a gift. It is meaningful in that we're wishing for the reunification and safety of Korea with this gift.
When Chuseok is around the corner, North Korean restaurants in the city are more packed than usual, with North Korean defectors and the displaced by the Korean War.
In North Korea, a boiled pork slice was as big as my hand.
It has been more than 60 years since they left their hometown in North Korea. These people are reminiscing about their past.
We used to have more than 500 houses, but I cannot even remember where the orchard was or our houses were.
I think about my relatives in the north all through the Chuseok holiday. I think about my hometown, especially at night, before I go to bed.
They say if Korea is reunited during their lifetime, they would like to go for a drive to the north. With a constant yearning for a home that cannot be filled with hometown foods, they often visit Imjingak, located in Paju, Gyeonggi-do Province. It is one of the closest locations to the north.
We can't go home for holidays, so we perform ancestral rituals with people from our hometown and also hold remembrance ritual in the direction of the north. We often go to Imjingak for the ritual. If the first generation of displaced families from North Korea eventually die in the next few years, I don't expect the second generation will hold such rituals.
There have been growing number of visits to Imjingak by those displaced by the Korean War every Chuseok. They come here where they can gaze over North Korea to feel the warmth of hometown. The displaced families can't take part in ancestral rituals nor greet their relatives on the morning of Chuseok. Instead, they hold remembrance rituals in the direction of north at an Imjingak.
우리 실향민들은 고향을 지촉에 두고 가고 싶어도 못 가며 보고 싶어도 못 보는 한 맺힌 세월을 보내고 있습니다.
I came here thinking of my hometown. When I didn't have group ceremonies, I used to hold ancestral rites at home. But I don't do that now. I think of my hometown, especially during Chuseok. My parents have passed away, but I have a lot of siblings. I think of them this time of the year.
Those displaced by the Korean War as well as other civilians took part in the joint traditional ritual. At the ritual ceremony, held with 200 attendees, people from south and north came together and prayed for the reunification.
I wish for a peaceful reunification so that we can find out about our family's whereabouts and locate their burial grounds. I want to let my family know we are alive and well.
Displaced people by the Korean War are still grieving over the loss of their hometown. It is hoped that the reunification will one day bring these families together for a holiday like Chuseok that is full of warmth and happiness.
And coming up later, so much preparation went into making food for Chuseok. It would be a shame to throw out all the leftovers, not to mention a waste. Turn these leftovers into brand new dishes that taste even better. Chef Andreas Krampl will do the honors.
The holidays are when we can finally get together with families and relatives that we couldn't spend too much time with throughout the year. And it's a time to be cherished and appreciated, but for some, it may have been a bit more stressful.
Right, that's because many women may have had to toil away in the kitchen, and many young people, including me, may have been bombarded with questions about jobs and marriages. So for us all, our Chun Sung-cho is here to introduce some great places where we could visit to wrap up our holidays nicely and relieve all those stress.
So did you get all those questions as well?
Yeah, the last 5 days flew by so quickly because I was just so tired with helping out all the houseworks. I was constantly surrounded by relatives. I was like, toward the end of the holiday, when is break gonna end, you know? So I used Korea today as an excuse to visit all these great places. And if you are in desperate need of some time just for yourselves to stress all the fatigue and stress, then keep on watching. I'm so tired from helping around the house with all the cooking and other chores. I want to freshen up a little bit before I get back to work tomorrow. So here I am. Ta-da! Hi.
Hello, welcome to JW Marriott.
Hi. I made a reservation for the Chuseok holiday healing package. Every year during holiday seasons, many hotels in Korea prepare various healing packages. They say it's mostly singletons like myself who want to spend some quiet, alone time toward the end of the holidays, and the women exhausted from all the extra housework who seek out these hotels. Oh my goodness. A cozy hotel room just for myself and the beautiful view of Seoul City out the window. It's a great start. This This room is so nice. The bed's so big and comfortable. I think I might be able to get all the healing that I need just lying down here doing nothing. Ooh. But the real hotel healing package starts now. One of the largest gyms in Asia and an indoor pool filled with hot spring water from 600 meters underground are all free for you to use as well. We're not done just yet. I have yet to tell you the real deal that will truly heal your mind and body. The highlight of the Chuseok healing package is the aromatherapy spa treatment. The expert massage therapist will find all the tense and knotted spots in your body and help you relax and de-stress.
It's so relaxing and it's just so nice and comfortable getting all the massages on my back.
Now that I'm done with the spa treatment, I feel definitely healed in my body and soul. And now it's time to go to a place where I can truly enjoy the nature. Follow me. The quiet and charming view completed with a railroad no longer used makes you question if you're really still in Seoul. It was initially built for freight transport, but it's rarely in use today. The void left by the trains is now occupied by families and couples out for picnics and photographers. It's a hidden spot that not even maps or GPS would tell you about. When you walk for a while along the railroad, you will find yourself at Purun Arboretum. The first municipal arboretum in Seoul opened just earlier this year, covering over 103,000 square meters of land with more than 1,700 different species of plants. It's the perfect place for entire families to visit and enjoy the late summer scenery and find some peace of mind. Honestly, I thought this would be just like any other park, but now that I'm actually here, I know why everyone here looks so happy. The air is different, the scenery is different. I can't believe I'm still in Seoul. And on top of that, you can enjoy all of this for free. These days at the Arboretum, an event known as the Movie Reader Park is underway. Hosted by the Seoul City and a film organization, a film of varying genres is screened for free every Saturday.
Even during the holidays, there are not many places for parents to take the kids. It's nice to be able to get some air and watch a movie as a family.
So this time we're going a little bit farther away to overcome the holiday stress. We're gonna have so much fun. Let's go! Okay, so I'm really excited to find out what kind of Chuseok events they have prepared for us today here. But before all of that, it's time to have some playtime.
Let's party! Hola! Fiesta! Amigo! Fiesta! Señorita! Fiesta! Ale, 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 ale! Hola! Fiesta! Amiga! Fiesta! Señorita! Fiesta! La 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 la.
This is so much fun! I'm gonna try it again! Woo! Okay, now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Right, now that I spent so much energy having such a fun time and releasing all of my stress, I'm getting a little bit hungry right now. I heard that there's a global food festival going on, so let's go fill up our bellies. At the Global Food Festival, you can try different cuisines of 10 different countries. It's a great chance to try all of these different traditional foods here. I have some Vietnamese food here, pho and some spring rolls. You can get all of these at an affordable price too. It's not just food. You can try on the traditional costumes of different countries and play their traditional musical instruments too. If you're fatigued from all the extra work around the house, get some rest. If you're scared to get back to the reality, recharge yourself in nature. If you're in the mood for a more exciting holiday, find a fun event to attend. All these places are waiting for you to come to them to say goodbye to all your holiday stress.
And you got to have all the fun. I mean, you went to some of the nicest places. You were pampered, and you just pampered yourself, and all that hard work that you had to go through during the Chuseok holidays, it went away.
I know, it was just a soothing, relaxing, comforting experience. It was just the best, really. And, you know, you could say that almost all the hotels in Seoul have all these kind of, some sort of deal that has to do with the Chuseok packages. And the notable thing is that these packages are all targeted toward the moms who end up doing all the most amount of work throughout the holiday. And so these packages are under the concept of healing to give them some sort of reward toward the end of the holiday, I guess. And there's so many various types of different packages out there. There's one that provides traditional teas and snacks, and there's also one that gives you a table full of fresh seafood in season, like abalone and crabs.
All the good stuff that has all that energy for you.
And for women, there's also one that delivers a basket full of flowers right to your door as a surprise. How sweet is that, right?
Maybe Minjung can use some of these packages after the Chuseok holiday.
Yeah, it's a perfect gift idea for any moms and wives out there, really.
Now, today is the last day of this extended holiday, but we have just 2 more work days to go, and then it's the weekend again. And I heard that a lot of people decided to go overseas for this extended holiday.
And get those 2 days, Thursday and Friday off as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely
amazing.
right. I know, so it could be as long as 9 days if you took all those additional days off. And so a new word came up even, which is called the Chucation, putting Chuseok and vacation together. So we're definitely seeing an increase in the number of the reservation rates of hotels and resorts all throughout the country. And there's still some time left until the end of this weekend for these packages to be available. So please take your time to find the best package, the best way to overcome the holiday syndrome.
Right, we won't have to go that far. We don't have to go overseas.
Yeah,
we
it's
can
just
visit
Seoul,
what Songchu just introduced to us.
And of course, women do deserve a lot of the pampering because they have done a lot of the work during the season. But there's also the husbands out there who also lend a helping hand, such as myself. I just want to say.
You don't want to be left out.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Songchu.
Thank you.
And stay with us on Korea Today because we have some information for you. It's not easy to find fun things to do as an entire family that would be enjoyed by both little kids and their grandparents. On Hot Items, we'll introduce you to some different items that'll help you do just that during the Chuseok holiday. Have some fun while you're at it. Stay tuned.
Well, abundance of food during Chuseok means abundance of leftovers as well. And don't worry, because Chef Andreas Krampl joins us this morning. He will have some tips up his sleeve this morning, right? Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Long time no see.
Yes, thank you for having me. I actually looked up a few things what to do with leftovers on the internet. And nowadays, I think many people look on the internet to get inspiration. And the things I saw was mostly stews and soups and all kind of things. So I thought of come up with something a little bit different, what hopefully you get inspired back home and to use the leftovers.
Some innovative ideas.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, the common scene in Korean homes these days will probably be the wife trying to feed the husband and the kids the same stuff for every meal, and the husband getting really frustrated, right? We get the idea. So we've reenacted the scene with two actors, one actress and one actor. You'll recognize them. Take a look.
Some skewers.
That's our very own Sorang right there.
SJ, honey, breakfast time.
And her husband, SJ.
Leftovers, love it.
SJ, honey, lunchtime.
Again.
Uh-oh, not happy. She didn't even bother to get it out of the Tupperware.
This is warm. It's different this time.
Everyday 잡채, everyday 동그랑땡, everyday.
Eat up. Yum.
Every single day I'm eating this.
Honey, you better get used to it because we've got 10 more days of this. There's a lot of the same stuff in the fridge. Oh, honey, just shush and eat up.
Enter Chef.
Don't worry, I will solve that problem.
All right, so you are there to mediate.
Yes, looking at the clip, I completely understand him. I completely understand her for using the leftovers and him for not eating the same anymore.
Right. No, it'd be tough to
so
eat the
for
same
today,
foods.
I'm actually using the three most leftover ingredients you will have. I have some bulgogi meat here. I have some few vegetable johns here.
Because bulgogi and jeon are really the staple dishes on any table in Korea, especially during Chuseok, right? So plenty of leftovers, bulgogi and jeon. So we are going to do something innovative. All right, let's get to it.
All right, let's get with the quesadilla. So the flour tortilla, what I normally do, I just toast them dry in the pan. So I toast the inside because later you will understand I will toast the outside to make it crispy. And then you use your leftover and you just chop them into the small pieces.
These would be the ingredient in the quesadilla. Huh?
Correct.
It's Mexico meets Korea in this dish.
That's right, that's right.
Okay. Because really, a lot of mothers worry about the next meal. What do I prepare for the kids
and for this
the
one,
husband?
You actually don't need many leftover ingredients. So you just can do a few. So the inside is a little bit toasted. You can see the brown bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do, I use today mozzarella and Parmesan cheese, but you can use cheddar cheese. You can use any cheese you like, really. But the most common is really the mozzarella because it melts nicely and it's available everywhere. So I put a bit of the cheese down first, a little bit of the Parmesan cheese.
This will be a great snack for the kids too. It could be a meal, a snack.
And it's so quickly to do. I do that sometimes at home if I don't know what to cook and I have leftovers. I exactly make that for my kids.
And it's a finger food. So you can just dig in with your fingers, which is great for the kids because kids just sometimes hate using utensils.
That's right. So I just fold it in half and what happens next, again, I put it dry in the pan.
Let it melt.
And I toast it from both sides. What happens, the cheese melts and the tortilla gets crispy from the outside.
So you basically have bulgogi and different types of jeon in there mixed with cheese. You know, what more could you ask for? That's a complete meal on its own.
And these things you can prep them ahead and maybe for the whole family you do 5 or 6 of these. You put them on a little tray and once they're ready to eat you just flash them in the oven quickly and it's so easy to do.
And get some kimchi out maybe if you want to go with, need a little kick there.
That's right. You can see already the cheese is starting to melt. Some of it is well oozing out.
Wow. That was done in like, what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, about 2
nice
minutes.
And easy.
Very, very simple.
Nice and easy. Huh. And I would imagine the bulgogi and the chun, all the tastes go well together because
Beautiful,
they're all
yes.
really Korean foods.
Yes, correct.
But wrapped in a tortilla.
If you want to spice it up, you can also put a little bit gochujang in there, of course, a little sesame oil. If you like a bit garlic flavor in there, of course, you can add some garlic. So we keep it very simple right now. What you can do, maybe some gochujang on the side, but traditionally it's served with some sour cream and some tomato salsa.
Just like the Mexicans would.
That's right.
So if you are feeling more Mexican, you go for the sour cream. If you're feeling a little Korean for the day, I suppose.
If you have too much leftovers,
gochujang.
then you can use your gochujang, correct. And normally very simple, you cut it into quarters, and as you mentioned, that could be sort of finger food for the kids. So we just put them like that.
Wow, it looks like a gourmet dish right there.
Yeah, we're on television, so I make a little bit something special. We put some sour cream on the side. And a little bit salsa just on top. And then you can have some greenery with it, some salad leaves, some flowers. I always like to use flowers during the summertime. They look pretty, they taste good. And there you go, that would be your leftover.
Wow, would that be high in protein, in fiber also because of all the chun, zucchinis, and right, it's the whole package really.
Beautiful, yes.
Right, well, before we try that, let's get to the
second dish,
and make the omelet because I'm really looking forward to it because anything that goes, that eggs go into, you can have it for breakfast as well.
Yes, correct. And this one actually is inspired by international dish what comes from Thailand, actually pad thai noodles. They do a similar thing with the eggs. So first thing you need to do, you crack your eggs. Then I dice some a little bit capsicum, red and green, but you don't need to add that. If you want to have a plain, you can do that plain as well. You can put a few sesame seeds inside. And then you just beat it up into a butter. Now this is the normal way how you make an omelet, but now the way I'm baking it is going to be a little bit different, and that's what's going to make the whole dish look very, very different.
So when does the japchae go in? Are you going to show us?
That will be a little later, yes.
Ooh.
So the japchae we actually quickly stir fry so it gets warm.
You know, you make it look so easy. I would have the noodles flying all over the place.
Yeah, that's just about practice, I think. So you heat it up. If you want to spice it up a little bit more, but normally there's enough flavor from the soya sauce and the vegetable. So once this one is hot, reserve it in a bowl on the side. And in the same pan, you know I'm not a fan of cleaning my kitchen.
Me neither.
So I try to use as less pans and pots as possible. So in the same pan, again, a little bit of oil, and now the egg mix comes in. What I'm trying to do to make a thin omelet, actually, a thin sort of pancake.
Right, give us a tip. Oh, so you roll it.
Pour it in, and then you, actually the heat from the pan will make the protein coagulate, and then it will be like that.
So don't wait until everything is done.
No. So you gotta have a hot pan, and the egg butter will stick, and it goes around like this. So it's actually a thin.
That's a very thin
pancake right now. Yes.
So japchae is going to be the filling inside.
Yes. So we make kind of a parcel out of it. So what I normally do, I flip it onto the board.
Okay. It's very Christmassy too, this dish, because of the colors.
Oh yeah, you could do that for Christmas as well, the red and the green. So, and then I put the japchae, what we stir-fried earlier.
And how would we enjoy this? Because it's become a big ball almost.
Yes, you just turn it. I put a little bit earlier. So you can have your leftover namuls or kimchi with it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it upside down. Oops.
That's perfect. Wow. You know what my mom used to do? Scribble my name on or draw a heart over it.
Yes.
Over the
I
omelet.
that as well. So a little bit spicy. Spicy tomato ketchup if you like, or a little chili sauce.
You should have made a heart, but that's fine.
Okay, we used the one mayonnaise with the heart.
There you go.
So
Feel
there you go.
the love.
If you refuse to eat that leftover, then I think
really,
you'll be in trouble.
Really, I mean, how could you resist, right? This is perfect. Wow, all the love goes into this dish. Okay, I'm going to give it a try. The egg and the japchae go well together, surprisingly.
It does, it does.
Excuse me, it'll be a great breakfast dish too.
And it's very similar to the pad thai noodles in Thailand. So they use the egg omelette the same way I just did, and that's how I got inspired for this leftover food. Let me slice you a bit of that because I think this is something you should try.
This almost looked like a pizza too.
It is.
So it's really a combination of many nationalities.
Yes.
This dish. And the inside is uniquely Korean too. So it's really a multinational dish, this dish. Thank you so much.
Something a bit different.
Really thinking outside the box can make you, let you have many different dishes. And thank you for these tips and great recipes there.
Welcome. I hope you try this at home. It's something new and unique, and enjoy sharing it with your family.
It's so good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics is less than 4 years away, and there are many athletes and teams that we're all looking forward to, including the men's national ice hockey team. And today we're going to be meeting one special person who will be directing the Korean Ice Hockey Association and leading the ice hockey team as well. So let's go meet him right now. Head coach Shin Paek, aka Paek Ji-sun. He was the first player of Korean descent to play the National Hockey League, playing for the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Los Angeles Kings, and the Ottawa Senators. And today, he's the director of the Korean Ice Hockey Association and the head coach of the men's national hockey team. He looks over the men's under-18 team, teaching them a thing or two on the sport before our interview. Not only are you the head coach of the national men's ice hockey team, but you're also the director, basically overviewing the entire ice hockey association, whether it be the under-18 or the women's team. What's it like balancing all that? Your schedule must be pretty hectic.
It is right now, and it was, but it's important that everybody gets on the same page for the final goal is our men's national team. So we have to develop the same way all the way up. So the men's national team is very coachable.
Let's go into the men's national team. I mean, obviously, it hasn't been very long since you joined the national team as the head coach. But what was your initial thought about this team? Was there a lot to be done for the team?
Well, there still is. I still have to scout the players. I've had an opportunity to watch some of the players, not all of the players. I have to watch the younger players coming up in the university programs and see what players that we can develop for the men's national team. So it's a long process. Hopefully we can get there soon because I know we don't have much time. But working hard to find the best combination, the best players that allows us to be successful.
When the news surfaced that you were coming into Korea as not only as the director of the Ice Hockey Federation but also association, but also as the head coach of the men's team, there was a lot of hype. There was a lot of people who got very excited, including myself. I mean, there must be something that needs to be done with this hockey team right now. It's not like any other national team. What do you plan to do with the national team at this point?
My plan is to get better every day. And whatever that may be, if it's coaching, if it's putting a bunch of players together, the right combination. But my main goal is to work on the process, to get better every day. And I think that's key. It's going to be key to our success.
What is your biggest challenge as the head coach of the men's national team at this moment?
Finding the team and practicing together, especially now the Asian League is starting up. Players are in the Army, they play for the Army team. You know, teams are going away for summer training camps and coming back. They're preparing for their season. So I haven't had an opportunity to get everyone together as a national team. So that's my major challenge, is to get them together. Let's get on one page and let's move forward here.
Well, definitely a lot of fans right now, you know, including myself, got a lot of expectations with the national team, and not just the men's team, but also the women's team, the under-18 team. Any last words to all the fans out there, and also to our viewers here on Korea Today?
You know, it's going to be a long process, and I really appreciate your support, but there's going to be lots of ups and downs, and I hope that you will stick with us, support us through those bad times and good times, to allow us to be successful. And for sure we need everyone's help and support. That's the most important thing. When we have, as players, play for a national team, that pride to play for that team, to play for the people of that country, that's something special. And I know as a fan, rooting for that team is something special also. So I hope that they will support us through thick and thin. And thank you, and I will try my hardest and my best so that we will be successful and represent Korea proudly.
Well, Coach Baek, once again, best of luck to you in the future success as well. I'm pretty sure, whether it be the men's team or the under-18 team or the women's team, we'll be seeing some great success from them. Best of luck to you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Once again, that was Coach Jim Baek, who's also the director of the Korean Ice Hockey Association, and of course, all the fans out there looking forward to the national men's team as well here on Korea Today.
The Seoul Philharmonic has just wrapped up its summer European tour that spanned 4 countries, namely Finland, Austria, Italy, and Britain.
That's right. The Seoul Philharmonic is the country's oldest and most renowned orchestra, and legendary maestro Chung Myung-hoon has been at the helm since 2005 and is credited for making it into a world-class orchestra.
Right. I hear they had some extremely successful concerts. Arirang News' cultural correspondent Park Ji-won traveled with the orchestra and brings us this up-close report about the tour.
Turku is Finland's oldest city and the country's former capital. The city boasts Finland's longest-running classical music festival, the Turku Music Festival, which marks its 55th year this summer. And this is where the Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra's European summer tour, spanning 4 countries, begins.
Seoul Philharmonic is one of the best orchestras in Asia, and as you know, Maestro Chung will make his debut, long-awaited debut, in Finland. He is one of the greatest conductors of our time, so this was obviously something that we wanted to offer to our public.
The Seoul Philharmonic is Korea's oldest orchestra, dating back to 1945, some 70 years ago. And since 2005, Maestro Chung Myung-hoon, hailed as a spiritual conductor in Europe and the US, has led the orchestra. During the tour, the orchestra presents diverse repertoires, such as Debussy, Tchaikovsky's Symphony, and a contemporary piece by Korean composer Jin Eun-suk.
The repertoire is concerned, we try to give a good balance of works, classical, romantic, contemporary, so it shows the versatility of the orchestra.
The audience starts filling the seats, while the musicians are backstage getting ready for their first concert of the tour.
This repertoire we've played quite a few times, and before the tour we had quite a few concerts in Korea, so I think we're pretty prepared, and yeah, I think we all feel pretty good.
The concert begins with Beethoven's Piano Concerto No. 3. Soloist Kim Sun-uk is one of Korea's foremost pianists. He won Britain's prestigious Leeds competition in 2006 when he was just 18, becoming the youngest ever winner of the prize. The orchestra follows up with the French pieces Debussy's La Mer and Ravel's La Valse.
It was like a fireworks, I would say. I loved it. It was really beautiful.
The alteration or the volume, how they used, and everybody joined it. It was amazing.
The day following their successful evening performance, the orchestra heads to Turku Airport for the second leg of their trip to Grafenegg, Austria. The Grafenegg Festival is relatively new but a major international music festival taking place on the grounds of Grafenegg Castle.
I try to bring the best orchestras from all over the world to Grafenegg, that the public is able to listen to the top orchestras. And the Seoul Orchestra is one of the top orchestras.
The Seoul Philharmonic was first invited to Grafenegg back in 2011 to perform at this 1,700-seat open-air concert venue. They received favorable reviews and were invited again this year. However, due to rain, preparations for the concert suddenly changed as everything had to be moved to an indoor auditorium.
In the case of outdoor performances, it's always difficult to adapt to changing weather conditions like rain. It'd be much easier if the venue never changes, but in such cases we need to relocate the instruments.
As the concert was sold out, about 500 ticket holders were unable to see the orchestra due to the sudden change of venue. In this smaller yet fine acoustic venue, the Seoul Phil performs Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 6. It's Tchaikovsky's final symphony, which the orchestra recorded into an album in 2012 under the Deutsche Grammophon label. In 2011, the Seoul Philharmonic became the first Asian orchestra to have signed an exclusive 5-year contract to make 10 albums with Deutsche Grammophon.
The musicians had a very good intonation.
The orchestra and the conductor was a phenomenon.
The next morning, members depart for their next destination. A 6-hour trek across Austria takes the orchestra to their third concert venue in Italy.
The previous concerts were very satisfying. By now, we've all gotten over the time difference. I hope everyone stays well so we can continue putting on great performances.
Surrounded by the Alps, Merano is a town in northern Italy famous for its spa resorts. But it's also known for its annual music festival, hosted here for some 30 years. And this year, the event invited many world-class orchestras, such as the London Philharmonic and the French National Orchestra. And the Seoul Philharmonic opens the musical event. The concert begins with Kim Seon-uk's Beethoven Concerto, and it will be his last performance during this tour. This is a 26-year-old pianist's favorite Beethoven piece, as it clearly shows Beethoven's distinctive character. Kim says he likes the dramatic elements of the concerto, ranging from darkness, sensitivity to rapture, that also fit his character well.
The professionality of the musicians, the seriousness of the intentions playing, it's beautiful. I enjoyed so much the concert.
Maestro Chung always shows music at a level that surpasses the musical ideal I've envisioned for myself, so I learn so much every time we play together.
The final destination of their European tour is the BBC Proms in London. It's the world's biggest classical music festival, with about 80 concerts held every evening for 2 months. And the Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra makes its debut at the Proms as the first Korean orchestra to take part in the event's 120-year history.
As a professional musician, I'm honored in all this, but I so much look forward to meeting this audience.
The Seoul Phil performed 3 repertoires: Debussy's La Mer, Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 6, and prominent Korean composer Jin Eun-suk's contemporary piece, Su Concerto for Shang and Orchestra. The concerto was written for an Asian traditional instrument, shang.
The BBC Proms concerts are very special as they're held in such grand halls with several thousand people watching. Although it can be quite hard to grasp contemporary music, I wrote the piece in a simple way for people who might not have a deep understanding of contemporary pieces.
And with a performance in London, the Seoul Philharmonic Orchestra's grand 2014 European tour came to a successful close.
Well, what I think tours do for us, first of all, it gives us a great challenge, to stand in front of different stages, the biggest important stages of the world. And so the orchestra has to prove itself to many different kinds of audiences who are used to the highest standards.
When we gather with our families and relatives during these holiday season, we usually think about what we can play together, what kind of activities that we can play together.
That's right. And one of the main differences between Chuseok and Seollal, I realized this time, is that we don't play yunori this time during Chuseok, which is a bummer because it's a lot of fun. But we do have some other interesting games that you could play with your families. Our Young and Kim Sung-hyun are standing by on the other side of the studio with some fun games. Good morning to you guys.
Well, good morning, and welcome. This is the first time that I've seen you in this side of town.
Thank you. It's nice to be here for a change.
Okay, so happy Chuseok to everyone. And Chuseok is that time where families do get together, and there are some games, as you mentioned, yunori, and there's also some card games, Korean cards or whatever it is, right? But it does not transcend ages. If you can't play with a 4-year-old child, or you can't play with the kids, and the grandpa won't really get into it either. So we have some games and activities that you can partake in through these hot items that transcends generations. And we'll start with our first one. What do you think?
That's right. We have an item here on the right, and this one is called hangung. So can you tell us about this one?
All right. Now, hangung is basically a dartboard, but if you've seen the conventional dartboards, it's made of cork, and you usually have a pointy thing at the end of it, and you throw the darts, right? Well, this actually is an automated system that you can use, and it incorporates a archery-style scoring system. You can't turn that on there. All right. And basically, you press the hangung game and press start on the game, right? And you pick 5 darts. And one thing that's different about it is you actually do your right and left hand. But for time's sake, for time constraint's sake, we'll do 5 each. And then you can go ahead and throw 5. And then we'll do a combined scoring system, right? So there's 6 right there. There's 4. There's an extra 8 points. And that's 20 points right there. And you go on. As you go, okay, I failed to get anything really good, but that's 33 points, right?
So do I use my left hand for this?
No, you know what? We'll just go ahead and use a combined score. Use your right hand.
Okay, let me give it a go.
All right.
Whoa.
There you go.
How about get that bullseye there?
Well, I get it in the middle, but it's a bit hard.
Right in the middle.
Okay.
No.
So we have a combined score of 54 points. There's a lot of different ways you can actually play this game. You can play a team effort, or you can do the left hand and the right hand thing. And it's a fun game that people of all ages can enjoy, right?
Right.
And you also noticed the darts, right?
Yes, I noticed that the ends, they're different from the regular darts because it's not as sharp and they don't have the needle-like ends. So it won't be dangerous for the little kids to play as well.
So it's basically family fun that people of all ages can enjoy.
Yes, definitely for the youth and the grandparents. Let's move on to this one.
Yes, I was wondering what this was. It looks like drumsticks in a way. I have no idea. Tell us about it.
Yes, it's very colorful. They have the rainbow colors here. It's called the Smart Harmony by Humanopia, and what it is basically a music playing game. And usually, you play with against each other when you play a game. But this one is interesting because you're creating a harmony together with the other players, and that is why it's such a good game for all the family members to come together. So what you do is you pick an instrument that you want to go with, and I'll pick a xylophone here.
Okay.
And you click the next, and this is the song called Three Bears.
It's my daughter's favorite
song. And what it is you have to hold on to the sticks that you're responsible for.
Okay, I get it, I get it.
So I will go, you have to...
Okay, guys, I don't think you're all that good.
Okay, we're not very good
honest.
at this. No, you don't press a button, you shake the stick.
Okay,
there you go, Young.
Okay, I missed that.
You're not good.
I missed it again.
I don't think yours is on.
Really? Okay,
So you don't want to be on the same team as her.
Right, basically, avoid
yes,
Sanghyun.
avoid being on my team. Should we give it a go with...
Okay, you know what? Why don't you guys try this? We'll try this whole collaborative thing. What do you think?
Please.
Right?
Okay, now or later?
We'll give it a go right now.
How about we take a look at the final item?
Okay, that's a good idea. We'll do that at the end of the show, all right?
Make this into a beautiful orchestra.
They just don't want to get up off of it.
So what's the third item here?
The third item, you see a couple of microphones, right? Do you understand that there's a lot of Korean pop artists here these days, and they are very good at singing. And you know why? I think really these norebangs really have something to play, had a role to play in that.
It's a big culture in Korea, too.
Yep, this is Kumyoung, and this is a portable norebang system by Kumyoung, a singing room system. And Kumyoung is probably one of the most well-known. If you go to norebang, I'm sure you've seen it, right? See, this is the module right here, and this is all you need. You don't need a television set. You don't need extra speakers. If you have external speakers, of course, it'll sound a lot better, but this is all you need.
It's very compact.
Exactly, and it comes with a list of 30,000 songs already included.
Oh, wow.
And you have these little modules here, these little memory chips that you can go ahead and purchase from time to time. And basically what you do is you just add it on and upgrade all the songs, all the new songs that's in the database, right?
And I also heard that you could record your own voice on a USB.
Exactly. For whatever reasons, if you want to hear yourself go off on a norebang in your car or something, you can go ahead and hook up a USB disc, and it goes right here in the back, and you can record what you're singing, okay? All the controls are over here. This is on right now, I believe, so we can go ahead and put in a number of some kind. We'll just put in a random number because I really don't know any songs. It's been ages since I've been to a norebang. Do you know this song? 녹색지대, Greenbelt?
Oh my God,
for
I
sure.
believe not.
Maybe Sanghyun's a little too young to know this song.
We'll give it a go. You give it a go. Are you going to sing for us or
no,
what?
No. I can't sing. But you can see that it sounds great. I mean, if you, like I said, if you had external speakers, it'd be good. There's all the buttons over here that you need. And you can control the echo and the various sound effects that's on it. And the lyrics are all in there. See the score right there? It's at 0-0. But if I act like I'm singing, I don't really know this song, so I'll just go ahead, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It shows you like an actual
the score. Right when
it goes up and
the
down.
Song is going
and I'm doing
on.
terrible. That's why I'm getting 43 right now. You understand how that works,
considering that you're getting 40.
Okay, so this is another thing that really gives a form of entertainment for the family, and it's portable. It comes with a bag and a box. You can record each other sing, and you can get the latest list of songs whenever you need.
Right, so I think this would be great for everybody to play, to use during the holiday season as well, because it's a pretty compact, portable thing you could take to your homes.
Exactly, right. And it's really just nice family fun. So what do you think? Can I introduce you?
Time to do that orchestra.
Yeah, since we're really bad at it,
we are ready.
Over.
And we will rock. Ginger
all right, let's make teams. Let's,
all right.
I'm not going to be teams with Sungyeon.
Well, we'll need
you
the
might want to be
first,
on Young's team.
Maybe, right? Well, thanks a lot, Sungyeon.
Thank you for having me.
Over to you guys.
All right, well, this is where we say goodbye on this last day of the extended Chuseok holidays.
And we'll be back here tomorrow at 7 a.m. Thank you for watching. Have a great last day of Chuseok. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.